Hi guys, Mark here, the property coach. I just want to remind you how to get in touch with me. My email address is propertycoach411@gmail.com. I have a Florida phone number at 941-416-8353. That's 941-416-8353. And a Connecticut number 860-294-4494. And of course, no matter where you are, you can use any of those telephone, either phone number or the email address to get in touch with me to ask questions or talk to me about my coaching. I'm just giving you a little aloe black in the background, a little entertainment. Last time I did a video, I said that I would show you my spreadsheet that I've been using. Just so you know, I've developed a number of spreadsheets on my own, some for flipping, some for buy and hold, that have taken me many hours. And I found this one particular spreadsheet that I'm going to show you now to be one of the most awesome spreadsheets I've ever seen. It's something that gives you a lot of confidence when you're going in to buy a house to rehab and flip, because you can do as much detail with this thing as you want. And knowing detail on what needs to be done to the house, how much profit you're anticipating, really gives you a lot of confidence when you go in to make an offer. Now, there is a quick and dirty way of trying to figure out how much you should offer on a property, and it's called the 70% rule, and it's really more of a 70% guideline. It's a rudimentary method for calculating a maximum allowable offer, or maximum offer that you should make to pay for a house that you're going to flip. Anyone who has flipped or will be flipping a house should know what this 70% rule is, and sometimes in some areas of the country I would say it's more of a 65% rule. Gives you a little more breathing room in the event that things pop up that you don't know about, or if the market is kind of stale. Anyway, the way you calculate this rudimentary 70% rule is you take the after repair value. Now, if you look at this spreadsheet that I have here, on the upper left, you'll see $200,000. That's my after repair value. That's what I think I should be able to sell this house for when it's all done. From that, I would subtract my estimated repairs after I take a 70% amount calculation off the 200,000. So I take 200,000, multiply that by 70%, and I'll come up with $140,000. From the $140,000, I would subtract my repairs, and in this particular instance here, we have estimated repairs of over $53,000. Then you would come up with what's called the maximum allowable offer. So if we took the exact numbers here, we take the $140,000 minus the $53,459 to come up with $86,541. So what you're actually doing is taking that 30% and saying, out of that I've got to pay for my purchasing costs, my holding costs, my selling costs, and it's got to include my profit. So it's just a quick and dirty way of coming up with a rough estimate of what you can offer on a particular house. And this is just saying somewhere built into that 30%, you're going to have the profit. All right, maybe 15% of it is those other costs. So anyway, let's just move on here, and I want to show you what we've got for our actual calculations. Let me just bring this up. So with our actual calculations here, we have after repair value of $200,000, and we have on the left side we have total buying costs of $1,500. We have the holding costs below that, and these are actual calculations. These come off of other spreadsheets that are attached to this with the detail. You input the detail. This is the summary sheet. So now we've got total buying costs of $1,500. We've got holding costs of $2,080. We've got selling costs of $12,400. We've got estimated repairs of $53,459, which we've taken amount plus the contingencies of $9,462. So we have total estimate of $62,922. So we'll take our $200,000. We deduct our repairs. We deduct all of our holding costs. We come up with a maximum purchase price of $81,098, which takes into account, takes into account our $40,000 profit that's being shown here. That can be adjusted by percentage or actual dollar amount, but we happen to want to have a 20% profit on this job, so it calculates the $40,000 in with everything. If we wanted, let's say 25% profit, we would be within that guideline, but it would drop our maximum purchase price to $71,098. Now, this spreadsheet is unique because you could either determine your profit by a percentage, which goes along up here. You can fill in the actual amount here as well. So, if I want a 20% profit, that's fine. I can offer up to $81,000 in order to get that kind of profit with the expenses that I've estimated here. So total projected cost is below that. We're projecting, with all things added in, $160,000 between the maximum buying, all the expenses that we're adding in, to come up with $160,000 total cost. That's the actual way of determining what you should offer on the house. It takes you away from that quick and dirty 70% rule, which really leaves a lot of question marks in your mind when you're going in to offer on these houses. So I'm not going to belabor the point here, but the attached spreadsheet to this that into these backup spreadsheets and input specific things that you want to keep track of, plus use what they've got there. So this is great to use. And again, if you want to get in touch with me, my email address is propertycoach411@gmail.com. One of my phone numbers that is the most active is the Connecticut number 860-294-4494. Thank you.